Hey guys, David here, hanging out in Newport on the brand new Jeanneau 455 Sun Odyssey. Got my friends Catherine, Francis, Lauren, back over here, Adam Cove. Guys, you got to check this boat out. We are doing a sea trial on it here in Newport. This boat is going to be in Annapolis. Make sure you get out there and check this boat out. Hey, we're having a fun time here. We're getting real wet. It's awesome. Hey guys, David, editor of Latitudes Attitudes Magazine, and I just got done sailing the new Jeanneau Sun Odyssey 455 and was welcomed aboard by Catherine.
It's good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Catherine's like my new best friend. Catherine, what do you do with Jeanneau?
So I'm the sales manager for North and South America. We've been with Jeanneau for 25 years now, and 20 of them in the US.
Awesome. And it was a rainy sail.
It was a rainy
sail. We got pretty waterlogged, but hey, we're sailors, so we like it. The thing that I noticed most about this boat, and we did a walkthrough before we took her out, it's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about this boat is smart. Just the actual deck organization to everything. I mean, the interior, we're going to go through it all here, but that's the first term that comes to my mind. It's
right.
Just smart. So let's talk about it first. Let's go back to why the 455. What is that the evolution of?
So the 455 is the second boat of the 9th generation. So what that means is that it's the 9th time that we design a 45-footer. What's interesting about that is that we take a lot of feedback from our clients who have maybe owned prior 44-footers. And we take their feedback and we work on that to improve some features of the boat. It's 45 feet, right? And we had a 44 footer and a 49 footer, the 440 and the 490. And we're essentially replacing these two models with the 455.
Okay.
It's an incredibly big boat for a 45 footer.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
And so I think they did a tremendous job with that. It's like 45 feet of hull length with the volume of really a 50-footer down below. So we really did not need to replace two models. We just took the 455 and the volume inside and outside, the amount of storage you have. It's truly like
well, and you also gained an extra foot in the beam on it.
The beam, yes, is 14.9.
Yeah.
So quite beamy. And as you said, a lot of smart features, really good use of the space, a lot of storage, that bonus room, the pantry or workshop.
Oh, I love
it. It's as you said, it's really smart down below and out in the cockpit as well.
I'm just going to say this. This boat was primarily designed by a woman. I'm telling you right now. And you're going to see that in this video. Just incredibly smart features. You can tell that a lot of thought went into maximizing the space on this boat. People that go cruising want the space. They want the convenience. They want to be able to, like, inside here, just the fact that you can see out everywhere. I mean, the sight lines, everything is just so smart on here. So I don't even know where to start, but I guess let's just start in the galley.
Well, it's interesting that what you said, right? It was designed by a woman. We have a lot more women sailing. And so when I said earlier, we're taking the feedback from our clients, and a lot of them are women. Yeah. And so if you want to start in the galley, since we're looking at it, right, these cabinets up top, you wouldn't notice it at first because there's no push lock on the outside, but they all open. So right behind you and above the galley, all of these cabinets open, and they are a lot bigger than they look at first glance, right?
Well, and that's what I noticed too, because, and I'm just gonna, while I'm here, I'm just gonna open one, right? So the depth of this is incredible, and it's deceiving because you don't see it like this.
Right.
And then you open it, you realize how deep it is. I'm just like, every time you were showing us earlier around the boat, it was just like my brain's going, smart. Oh, that's smart.
Right.
That's smart.
And that's true everywhere. What I really like is that everything is where you would expect it. Mm-hmm. As you move around the boat, as you use the boat, as you use the galley, as you go sailing, everything is where you want it, with a few unexpected things like bonus features, right? But the galley, lots of storage, double sink. You have like even a spice drawer.
Yeah.
Everything is designed with purpose. So every cabinet and drawer that you pull, that you open, you see a purpose for it. Whether it's a compartment for the sponge and the dish soap, or your cutlery, or your spices. You have your like triangle configuration, like you would have a home, right? And I think a lot of people, the feedback that we hear, because we've shown it quite a bit in Europe, people come down below and they're like, oh, okay, that feels like an apartment. It's like very, homey and very comfortable. And so
even the fridge. Okay, so you have a top loading fridge, and then right behind it you've got
front loading door.
Front loading door, and smart.
Yeah.
So smart. I mean, this boat is built for cruising, and that is what Latitudes Magazine about, the cruising lifestyle, right? So people come on board. I mean, there are more, like you said, there's more women, but there's more families too.
Mm-hmm.
There's more families that are sailing, and I know we talked about. We can get into this in a bit. The different configurations on the boat, and this particular one we're on is 2 aft cabins. Okay. Owners forward, and it's 2 head, right?
3 cabin, 2 heads, correct. Because you have that bonus room that I keep referring to because I love this.
I love the bonus room.
It's a pantry, it's a workshop. That's where you will have your tools. You can have this particular configuration as a freezer drawer, but you could have a washer dryer in there. You can have a hanging locker for your foul weather gear, but it has an opening porthole in it, so it's well ventilated, well lit, and it's just a bonus room for storage, and there's never enough storage on a boat. So I really like that. But you could also have a 3 cabin, 3 heads if you want it, or you can have a charter configuration with 4 cabins or even 5 cabins.
For a 45-foot boat, there's a lot of room here.
Mm-hmm. And it's very social. I was showing you the chart table seat earlier, which is very versatile and very clever, the way they designed it, where you can obviously use it as a seat facing forward at your nav station if you're navigating or if you have a laptop open, but you can also deploy the seat and use it as a lounge, and now you're conversing with people sitting right here. And
it's like an office that turns into a little bit of a, an after hours kind of cocktail thing, exactly. Right?
And the backrests that come in the back, and I mean,
even where we're sitting is smart. And I know that you've got somewhere here like the dual.
Yeah, the buttons are right here, so they both come up and down independently, right? So you can have both of them all the way down, and you have an infill cushion. So this turns into a massive lounge space or an extra, bed if you have more guests. But if you go all the way down with this one, that could be a lounge, but you could still have someone here like on their computer or having a cup of coffee. So it's very versatile. It's designed for like families, it's just gives you options. And that's really what I like on this boat is everything has like 2 purposes almost,
It's, again, a very well thought out boat. Let's talk about some of the other features on it. I know right behind the steps, we've got the Yanmar engine.
We have a Yanmar engine, so the standard engine is a 57 horsepower, and this one has the upgraded 80 horsepower. It's a sail drive. Really well done in terms of access to everything, like cooling and filters, and maintenance-wise, it's really well designed with access hatches from the cabins as well.
And one of the other things I noticed about this boat when I came on board was I didn't hit my head.
Yes, headroom is 6'2" minimum throughout.
It is incredible. I mean, it's you walk in here, you're not ducking. It's just I'm blown away by it. It's a phenomenal boat.
Even in the aft cabins, sometimes, like especially in an owner's boat, you have your great cabin forward, lots of space, lots of headroom, and then your guests are like, they're climbing in there, and it's not the case on this boat because there's a lot of headroom, a lot of ventilation, opening
natural
ports,
light, plenty of natural light in there.
So you're treating your guests well as well.
No, it's
which matters.
And all right, so let's go up on deck and tell me what's new up there.
Everything is new because it's a brand new deck. Again, a lot of smart features, and I love that it's very social layout. Obviously in the cockpit, with a lot of seating, you can sit a ton of people around the tables. We have 2 tables that go up and down independently. And so what I like about that is it frees up the passage from the stern to the companionway. So it's easy to move around the boat, especially with the walk-around decks that now we have from all of our boats.
Let me stop you right there, because that...
Yeah, we tend to take it for granted, but it's true that it's a huge...
You do take it for
Yeah.
granted. Can't tell you how many boats I've been on, and it's like you don't have that opportunity, and it's a little cumbersome to sometimes get back, you know, to the helm, and it's just the entire walk around. So much extra space.
Yeah, it's really a great feature for so many things. So obviously for walking around the deck, as the name implies, but also for like helming with great visibility of your sails, because now you're helming outboards.
Yes.
Right? So if you're like sitting behind the helm or even standing, you have great visibility of your Genoa. Obviously going forward up on deck, we have the split shrouds on this boat as well. So it's really free passage forward, but also you're not bothering your guests that are lounging or sitting in the cockpit. And they went a step further on this one, because all the sheets are led under the coaming of your seating area. Yeah. So it's led under the coaming, and then it goes back to your helm. So as you saw, Francis did a great job. He was single-handing the boat. He was tacking on his own, because you have your jib sheet and your main sheet right there. It's really easy to single hand, and you're never bothering your guests, you know, like sitting in the cockpit. And that's really important. Well,
and that's again some forethought, you know, in terms of just the comfort of the guests, you know, and again, if you've got a family that's cruising, you know what I mean, you don't want to be, you know, everybody getting up every time you need to, you know, do something.
I was cruising with my family last week, and we don't have the 4x5. And you know, my daughter was lounging on the lower side. I'm like, ready to tack. She's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm like, you gotta move. And she was laying down on the sheet.
Get up, kid.
You know,
get up, kid.
So no, it's a great design. I also love like the little things, but that matter. Like the helm seat behind the helm is big enough for 2 people.
Yep, notice that.
So I love that you can be helming and have your partner, your spouse, your friend next to you. You can have a quiet conversation. You don't have to yell over.
And then underneath the seat on the starboard side, you got a little cooler. That was smart as well.
Very smart.
Yeah.
The positioning of the winch is great. It's right where you want it, and that's what I was talking about. Like everything is where you expect it.
Yep.
So you're at the helm, you want to tack, or you want to bring your main or your Genoa in. You're right there. You're above your winch, looking forward, looking at your sails. Great leverage. And we have the consoles now. This is new on the 455, and the consoles are great for visibility of your chart plotter, but also it has an integrated handrail. Yep. So now you're holding on to your handrail while, you know, like trimming in your sail. So it's a great position for that. And since I'm talking about handrails, we talked about that earlier. Moving around the boat is always about safety, right? So we have the handrail at the helm. We have really convenient handrails at the cockpit tables as well. Yep. And then as you come down the boat, handrails at the companionway, handrails at the galley, handrails, you can hold on to that, but handrail right here, and then handrails in the cabinetry of the forward cabin. So all throughout the boat, as you move around, there's always a place to grab.
Hang on a second. My favorite feature. Got to cover off on my favorite feature. This is amazing. So I walk around barefoot all the time on boats, in my house. I hate crumbs under my feet. I like to sweep them away. I always get annoyed sometimes with dustpans. This thing has literally a built-in dustpan in the floor. Now the floor, underneath the floor is a ton of storage.
Tons of storage, yes.
Tons of storage. But again,
and good access to like everything you need access to, like your bilge pump and
absolutely
transducers. I mean, all of that is easily accessible.
But again, a really smart feature is lift the lid, sweep it in, lift the tray out, dump it, or just cover it up again.
Easy.
Or if you're like me, just open up any compartment, sweep it in, and vacuum it up later. So anyways, so brand new boat, We know it's smart. Where can people check it out? It's going to be in Newport, right?
This very boat is going to be in Newport, and then we have another one coming for the Annapolis Boat Show.
Okay.
And then we have a few coming, Vancouver, San Diego, Florida, Great Lakes, Chicago, and Detroit. So already pretty much all over.
You
North
guys are
America.
moving. You guys are moving. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So if you want to go ahead and see this boat, you can't get to the boat show, you can check it out someplace else. Go to your website, right?
Go to our website, contact your local dealer, and then we'll go sailing.
Awesome, awesome. All right, Jeanneau Sun Odyssey 455. Really impressed. Really smart design. Guys, check it out. If you can't get to Newport, can't get to Annapolis, get to their website, locate a dealer, but get on this boat. Give it a shot. It sails well, smart, very well. Incredible use of all the space on this boat.
It's been fun.
Catherine, thank you so
coming.
much. Guys, we'll see you on the water. Take care.
Bye.